Oh, look, look! I put myself up on the monitor so you can see double now. Or you're very drunk. That could be a very valid case. We'll never know. So let's get straight to the sentence then, because that's we are all here for. Did that make sense? Oh, I don't know. I don't care. Let's do it. So here we are then. This is the sentence. It is definitely connected to a film called Terminator. You might have heard of it. It was a small film some time ago, in the 80s. Oh well, let's do the things. Let's try to translate this one to English. Oh yeah, favorite. Well, favorite or favorite if you're from the UK. And then, of course, filmem. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Because, well, this is definitely not Polish, but it says movie. That's fine. But you might remember, and I might want to refresh your memory at some point, which is now, that we are still on this one. First person, conjugation, single. So it's my movie. But probably I'd go with my favorite movie. I guess that makes a little bit more sense than favorite my movie. And then this one. Oh, I wonder what Google Translate will think about that one. Or the death dealer. Oh yes, definitely, definitely. But you might already know, or at least suspect, that the movie I'm talking about is The Terminator. So my favorite movie, at least according to this sentence, is The Terminator. And that's all there is to it. Of course, despite the possessive, in Hungarian you must use a definite or indefinite article. Well, in this case probably the definite article, because that just makes sense. The film that I like. But in English, my already has that meaning in itself. Just remember that in Hungarian, possessive is just an ending, a suffix, and it's not an entire word expressing something complex. It only expresses the possessive, nothing more, nothing less. So you do need the definite article. Right. So how is it possible that from the Terminator we arrive to the conclusion as Hungarians that should be translated as haláloztó? Well, let's try the reverse, from English to Hungarian, and that didn't help. What about stocky? Would that help? No, nothing. It's just Terminator. Now, of course, if you want to write it down like that, you can say Terminator equals Terminator, because that's how you pronounce it in Hungarian, and that's how you write it in Hungarian. This guy knows that in Hungarian we tend to just adapt and alter words as opposed to taking it in a straight way. So it's very rare, but sometimes a word like Terminator in an altered form with a completely Hungarian pronunciation exists in the language. However, when the movie came out and when I went to, and for you, some younger viewers, might sound like a magical place, but there was something called the Videótéka in Hungary in the 90s. And from this magical place, you were able to take home something called the VHS cassette. And on that cassette, it did say haláloztó, as opposed to the Terminator. Nowadays, people don't really translate stuff anymore. I mean, it's still true, in Hungarian you will never find a straightly taken word. It's sort of blasphemy. Only the people who want to be cool, but they aren't, do it. Like business people trying to translate entire English sentences because they sound cool, so businessy. Losers. What's today's conclusion? Well, I haven't talked about the word haláloztó, so let's get down to that one. It might not hurt, or it might. So what does this mean? Well, Terminator means that the person who is a subject of that termination will be terminated. So that person who is the terminator literally gives out death. So Ost means to deal something, deal cards, or in this case, something more dangerous, death. You can't get more dangerous than death, I guess. And then Holal, which is death. So the O would make this verb into a noun, and the O is connected to this verb alone, and it has nothing to do with the other half. And that's, my friend, the way compound words work. That's the real conclusion of today. The way compound words work. It's very simple. You put 20,000 words together, or should I say unlimited number of words, and you conjugate only the last one. Unless you need to conjugate the other ones. But you're not obligated to conjugate the other ones unless the word you want to merge with the other word needs to be conjugated first on its own. But that's rarely the case. Introduction to compound words. Last time we dealt with yesterday and the day before yesterday. And the day before yesterday, as a word in Hungarian, is indeed a compound word. But I didn't want to scare you back then. Now you are prepared. So there you go. That's today's lesson. A simple introduction to the not too scary compound words. So don't worry. You shouldn't be scared, but you will be. You will be. Goodbye.